Is it recording?
Hmm?
Oh my god, yes, it is recording. I had no idea. Hey guys. Oh yeah. Alright guys, this is Aroness here. I wanted to do a little bonus video basically talking about the backstory of Dead Space. Now, as you saw at the end of that, if you saw through the credits, which is weird that the remote lost power, that was pretty weird. But basically what happens is when you beat the game, you get backstory logs. So a bunch of text telling you about the backstory about these characters. So you see Isaac, basically about Isaac Clarke and where he came from and his relationship with Nicole. Now, I wanted to talk about the overall story for those of you guys who couldn't really grasp or understand it. Now, what happened was 100 some years ago, on Mars, they uncovered the marker, which was the very first one that was ever found. Now, I believe that because they found this marker, that's how the unitologist phase came in. Thank you. That's how it came to be, because these people saw this and they thought it was the next stage of evolution. Because it did actually cause a whole area to be completely infected, and we can only guess at what happened there. Now, when the scientists found it 100 some years ago, they actually tried to duplicate it. They understood the components of how it worked, so they tried to make another, and the one that they made was the one that we found on that planet. Now, instantly we can already tell how it was different. That red glowing was not originally a part of what the first one did. I'm not sure. Now, the thing about the marker was I liked the cartoon version better because it was a really huge one, but this one was still okay. Now, what they had done was they wanted to experiment to see if this marker worked as well. So they found a planet in the middle of nowhere, and they put the marker there to see what would happen. Now, present day, a colony was put onto that planet, and they didn't know that the marker was down there. So the experiment was continually going, but they had no clue. So basically, those scientists and everyone who made it, and the government who was behind the project, let all those people die. Now, Isaac Clarke and his relationship with Nicole. Now, the logs say that Isaac went to some fine schools and all that about engineering. His family were engineers or something like that. And he eventually met Nicole. Now, they had a relationship for a long time, and I believe what it says also is that they had actually broken up when she was on the Ishimura. So he was okay with that. But as soon as he heard that something was wrong, that they lost communication or whatnot, he instantly jumped on the ship to go and find Nicole. That was the whole reason he was there, because he obviously still felt something for her. Now, as far as the two other characters go, I think for Hammond, we're not very sure what his overall past is. Now, Kendra, we know that she was overall the main villain in this. She knew exactly what was happening. She knew everything that was going on. And she obviously worked for the government to get that marker back. Or that's what we believe. Now, as far as Hammond goes, I don't think he necessarily even knew anything. Because you see that near the end of his death, where all he's trying to do is just survive. So I don't think he understood what the part of the marker or any of this really was. I think he was just another pawn like Isaac and everyone else was. Now, as far as the part of the people on the Ishimura, like the captain, he was a unitologist, and many of them were. So they went on this mission open-minded and ready to go, ready to die, ready to do whatever they had to do, because they just believed in this to the point of killing themselves. Now, here's the thing about the Grave Mine, that huge, gigantic creature that looked a lot like Biollante from Godzilla. That is what it looks like, and sounds like a frickin' T-Rex. Yeah, you sound like a whale. Hey, you almost tripped. But that giant creature, what happened was, when they put the marker down on the planet, it basically made that all the creatures would stay there. Now, it doesn't necessarily say how this creature was made or anything, but what we do know is that when it came up, it was out of control when the marker was taken out off the planet, and that giant chunk of rock that the Ishimura took up into space is where it was hiding, was where it was living, or whatever you want to call it. And as soon as the marker went up, it went completely rampant. It went nuts. It went on a complete rage. And that's why it was basically the creature that was controlling everything that was going on with the necromorphs. So that was the sole reason what was going on. Hold on, let's take this moment to clap for Blue. Cough it up, boy! Got a fur ball? Okay. Now, that's basically what happened. And now... What? that's basically the story behind what was really going on. I mean, it really is just a hellish way of going down, but I think the story is fantabulistic, and it's pretty good. Let's just put it like that. And I definitely hope that they make a BioShock 2 for sure. I mean, they're making BioShock 2. I hope they're doing a Dead Space 2, not Extraction. Which, by the way, I will not be doing a commentary for that since I don't own a Wii, dang it. But Dead Space, guys, that was Dead Space. Now, Blue, get over here and say something to the people. Freaking huggers! Now, guys, that was Dead Space and all of its glory, and I'm very happy to say that we were able to do it for you. Come on, say some of the people that were saying goodbye for Dead Space. That is the future, future, future. Batman. Leader, Batman. I mean, leader. Leroy Jenkins. All right, guys, that was Dead Space, and next we got Batman Arkham Asylum coming for you. You guys, take it easy. I'm very happy to have brought Dead Space to you. It's one of my favorite games. Even when I can spot out all its flaws, it's still a fantastic game in my view. Blue?
What?
Night, everybody.
I think I'm going to get Starbucks.
I'm with you.
All right,
we're going to get Starbucks.